with these write-offs, the amount of times that I have failed the safety because of rust on the rotor is crazy, because they get written off, they sit for a couple months, and they get a bunch of surface rust. So first thing I do is, this hasn't been sitting long, and it looks like it's got new brakes and rotors like done recently. So we're taking off all the rotors and we're just cleaning them up with some emery cloth, because they're good brakes, they just got some surface rust on them. While I was doing it, I noticed the front CV shaft boot is ripped on the passenger side. So we're also going to take a CV shaft of that van and just do a bunch of things that I notice, pretty fairly easily, to make sure it's got a better chance at passing a safety. I wasn't looking for a torn boot. I was just pulling it apart to clean the brake rotor, but then you see all the grease around here, and I mean, that thing's gone. So we're halfway there. We're just gonna pull it out, take one out of that van, like I said, but then we gotta put this old one back in there, because I need to be able to move that van, because once this van goes for integrity and safety, I want to put that van right up front here, tucked away, because I need to strip it down. This is why whenever I'm doing a rebuild project, whether it would be a combine that I hope to do soon, or vans or trucks, I mean, I've driven rebuilt vehicles for the last 5 years because they're just so good. But you always buy two, because this van came with 2 sets of tires, summers and winters. So that's, let's say, $1,000 on the cheap end. I took the trunk off of it, which was the same paint code. There's $700. I'm getting a CV shaft off of it right now, which, call it $100. And then I got wiring out of it for my airbag light that was on. And then I took a few trim pieces, because there was trim pieces broken on this van that I used from that van. So that van cost me $1,700, and then taxes and fees on top of it. But I've gotten $1,500, $1,600 worth of parts out of it already. And that transmission alone, I could sell it for $500 all day, because they're known for transmission problems, so everybody wants one. Gotta give it to Dodge on this one. It took me less than 15 minutes to get the axle shaft out, new one in, and button up. That would be a money job if I was still working in automotive. That's sweet. Also, I only put 2 lug nuts on that because I'm going to steal some of these, because these Dodges, I cannot stand the lug nuts. They got the chrome plating on them, they always swell up, and they never work well on an impact. So any lug nut on that van that gives me an issue, like at all, changing it out, putting a nice one off of this van on it, because you do tire swaps for 4 or 5 years, and you fight with it a lot.